Let me ask you a question. Does it feel like year after year it's the same old song and dance? Meaning that in the very beginning of the year, you're feeling motivated. You're feeling inspired. You're saying to yourself, this is going to be the year I'm going to crush it with my health and fitness goals. But then something happens to where at the end of the year, you're either the same exact weight or worse. You're actually a few pounds heavier. Let me ask you another question. Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? And you feel like, hey, you need to make a change, but you just don't know how or what to do? Are you struggling with not having the confidence that you once had? Maybe that's taking your shirt off in public, or who knows? Maybe that's just looking at yourself in the mirror when you get out of the shower and you're wondering to yourself like, man, I just want to feel proud and happy of the way that I look and feel. Maybe, who knows? You're keeping your old favorite clothes tucked away in the back of the closet and you're constantly telling yourself, one day I'm going to fit into those again. Maybe you recently came back from a doctor's appointment and it kind of scared you a little bit when you got the results back. Maybe you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, who knows? Maybe your A1C levels are a little bit too high and now you're struggling with type 2 diabetes. Maybe, who knows, you're starting to realize here that your kids are actually picking up in your bad habits and you want them to be in better shape. But you also realize that you need to start leading by example. So you need to change your habits, but you just don't know how or what to do. Well, luckily for you, you came to the right place. This video right here is going to break down the best habits on how to truly transform and change your life for the better. I'm going to share with you a step-by-step plan, and this has helped thousands of our members at Heartletics when it comes to losing body fat and also building muscle. So if you want a faster metabolism, if you want to have more energy, if you want to have more confidence, if you want to just learn better, healthier tips for you in general and your family, so that way you can live a long, healthy life, this is going to be the video for you. Now, just in case you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Joe. I'm the CEO and head coach of Heartletics, and I've been helping thousands of guys truly transform their bodies, but also their mindsets when it comes to learning how to become the best version of themselves. And how we help out our members inside of our coaching program is by giving them a world-class service. That means that we're there for them 24/7 to answer any questions that they might have for us, but also providing for them personalized meal plans every single week, as well as personalized workouts. We don't believe in the fad diets or the one-size-fits-all training programs that are all cookie cutter. We believe in everything being 100% personalized for someone's body type, goals, and obviously their lifestyle, because that's what's going to really help them when it comes to creating sustainable habits. I'm sure you heard the phrase, you can either give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach a man how to fish and feed him for the rest of his life. That's kind of like how our coaching program is designed. Now, these habits that I'm going to share with you right now can truly change your life. So I highly recommend take out a pen, take out a piece of paper, and start taking down some notes. Especially if you're somebody that has been struggling for years with your health and fitness goals, because these habits right here are going to change your life. The first habit is understanding calories and knowing that everybody has a certain calorie budget specifically for their goals. Now, just to make this easier for you, take a look at this glass. In the middle of the glass, this is what's called your calorie maintenance. You're not gaining weight nor losing weight. At the very top of the glass, you have what's called a calorie surplus, where you're putting on weights. Now, at the very bottom of the glass, this is what's called your calorie deficit, where you're losing weight. And a lot of people think that the reason why they're overweight is because of either portion control or the fact that they're overeating. And hey, there's a lot of truth to that, right? Because if you're pouring way too many calories in and it's spilling over, yes, you're going to put on body fat. But that's not the reality why most people struggle with having a slow metabolism. This right here is your calorie maintenance. And at the very bottom of the glass is what's called your calorie deficit. But if you're never putting in enough of the right foods, enough of the right macronutrients, calories, guess what? You're going to be way below down here. And a lot of low-calorie diets, where if you just think mentally it's calories in versus calories out, can actually cause a lot more harm than good. Because if you're eating around down here and a healthy metabolism is around here and a healthy deficit is around here, well, guess what's happening over here? It's the same thing as if you're driving a car, but you never actually stop to put fuel into the gas tank. Eventually, it's going to ride around on fumes and be broken down on the side of the road. It's going to stop working. So when it comes down to calories, you need to understand this. Food equals fuel. And if you're overeating, yes, you're going to put on body fat. But also, if you're undereating, you're also going to be putting on body fat because you're going to be losing your muscle and slowing down your metabolism. The second habit is macronutrients, which is your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. And at the end of the day, don't overcomplicate this. I know that you hear all the time about how, you should be following a high fat diet or a low carbohydrate diet, but hear me out. Just keep it simple. And a simple calculation that we like to recommend for our members that works tremendously well is by just focusing on eating enough protein. And all you have to do if you want to learn a simple calculation is take your body weight and multiply it by 0.8. That's going to give you the bare minimum of protein that you should be consuming each and every day to lose body fat, but also build that lean muscle tissue to help you speed up your metabolism. The third habit is strength training. Now, this can be either done at the gym or it can be done in the convenience of your own home with or without equipment. And obviously, yes, strength training does help out when it comes to building muscle and also improving our metabolism. But think about it like this. Strength training is also going to strengthen up your joints. So if you're dealing with any kind of back pain, shoulder injuries, knee issues, instead of being overweight where there's a bunch of pressure on those joints, it's a lot better to have that lean muscle tissue for support. But also, that support's going to help us the older we get to, let's say, in our 70s or our 80s, to if, let's say, anything ever happens to us and we happen to one day slip and fall, well, guess what? We're not going to be dealing with these broken hips and all these painful injuries because we have that muscle on our body to support us. The fourth habit is NEAT, which stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And all that simply means is just being more active and trying your best to get in more steps throughout the course of the day. If you ever find yourself dead tired around, let's say 2 or 3 p.m. at work, and who knows, maybe even struggling with a bad back, odds are it could be your lifestyle. Meaning that maybe at work, your occupation, all you're doing is sitting down in front of a computer. And that's draining you of your energy, but also causing some of your injuries because you're too sedentary. The fifth habit is hydration. And at the end of the day, I like to keep this very simple. And just think about this. If your body is over 70% water, your muscles need water, your organs need water, everything about you internally needs water, right? To just live and function. Odds are we should probably be drinking a lot more because it's going to help us lose more body fat as well. So my recommendation is, hey, start off small. If you're drinking, let's just say a few cups of water currently right now each and every day, upgrade that. Maybe try drinking half a gallon of water. And then if you're already drinking a half a gallon of water, try your best to maybe drink 3/4 or a gallon of water. You don't really need to go much more over that, but remember, start off small. And just start consuming more water and start hydrating your body because it needs it. The sixth habit is stress management, which is so important. Hear me out. You could be doing all the right things. You could be eating clean, hitting your protein goal, doing tons of strength training, getting your steps in. But at the end of the day, if you're underneath a lot of stress, you're going to be spiking your cortisol levels. And your cortisol is your body's natural stress hormone, which could be stopping all the functions when it comes to losing body fat effectively due to all the stress. And by far, the best way to relieve stress is by having the right people in your corner to support you, but also talk to. At the end of the day, the reason why most of us struggle with stress is because we keep everything bundled up on the inside. So if you have the right people in your corner that you feel comfortable with talking to and, sharing, what's on your mind and, getting whatever is stressing you out, just kind of like off your plate, it always helps out. And that's why I'm always going to be grateful for our community group at Heartletics because it's such a great support system of guys in there that really truly care, and want to help each other grow and becoming the best versions of themselves. And I like to say it like this, a problem shared is a problem cut in half. So you got to make sure that you have the right people once again in your corner that's there to support you and help you out in every area of your life. And the last habit is recovery. Because at the end of the day, if you're constantly beating up on your body, but you're never taking that time to actually recover, you're going to be doing a lot more harm than good. I mean, think about it. There's 24 hours in the day. So if you spend, let's just say, an hour of your day working out, which is great, you're being active, you're building that lean muscle tissue, but think about the remainder 23 hours in the day. It's time to fuel your body properly, but also getting plenty of sleep. Now, what if it was switched? What if you only had 1 hour a day to fuel your body, means you're eating the right foods, and then obviously 1 hour to also sleep, and you worked out for 23 hours in a day? Like, how well is that going to work out for you? How sustainable is that going to be? Not at all. So you really need to understand the importance of recovery. They did a study. Guys that slept on average 8 hours compared to 5 hours had up to 20% more natural free testosterone. So the moral of the story is this: recovery is vital and very important when it comes to just overall better health, but also success when it comes to reaching our health and fitness goals. So you need to know the importance of it. Now, before we wrap up today's video, I just want to say this. If you click on the link down below inside the description box, I have a free training that's just for you. Especially if you're somebody that has been struggling with having success at reaching your health and fitness goals, and you need some extra guidance. You need some extra advice and tips when it comes to losing body fat and also building muscle, specifically for your body type, your goals, and your lifestyle to help you create sustainable habits. The guide is completely free, and I promise you this: if it's helped thousands of our members when it comes to reaching their health and fitness goals, and even hundreds of these guys getting off their blood pressure and cholesterol medications, even reversing their type 2 diabetes, I guarantee you it will work for you as well. I really hope that you guys got a lot of value from today's video. If you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you just gave it a thumbs up, but also leave a comment down below with your biggest takeaway. And lastly, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. I'm constantly putting new videos and new episodes up with how to just improve your health and become the best version of yourself mentally and physically. As always, guys, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.